Good morning, everyone. This is Djehuty Ma'atara. Today's date is November 7th, 2018. Approximately one day, or actually several hours after the midterm elections. And a question I got a lot in the past several weeks is a question that I actually have received many times over the past several years. And that question is, do you vote? I've been getting that question for years. Do you vote? And the answer is no, I do not vote. I don't believe in voting. And check this out. I've never registered to vote, ever. I have never participated in an election on the local level, state level, or federal level. I don't trust politicians. I agree with the great late mystical guru Osho in that politicians, more than anyone else, got the world messed up. Politicians. As Osho said, the priests are the mafia of the soul, and the politicians are the mafia of the mind. The gangsters, as Dick Gregory used to call them. They're thugs. They're criminals. I don't trust them. Politicians are the one who are responsible more than anyone else for having the world messed up, for having society messed up. The politicians. So I stay away from them. I am apolitical. I am apolitical for life. For life. I have no plans to ever register to vote. Why do I have to register in the first place? The study of law teaches me that the word register means to convey or transfer property to another. And when you deal with politics, you're dealing with that which is legal or of a legal nature. It's tied into law. It's tied into law. Certain politicians called legislators make legislation, which they have taught us is law. It's really not, but then again, there you go. Only God makes law. And then here comes man calling his legislation, calling his statutes, calling his codes law. And that's to dupe us, because human beings naturally will obey law. It's in our nature to obey law. So this is why the politicians call their legislation and statutes and codes and even their policies and their ordinances law. They call them all law. If you violate them, you have broken the law. And incidentally, when we say broke the law, that goes back to the Mosaic law or the Mosaic days or the Mosaic history with the fictional character called Moses. When Moses got mad, he picked up the law. It was on stone, etched in stone, the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments were etched in stone. And Moses picked up the law, which was stone, it was material, and he raised it above his head and he threw it down on the ground and it broke. So in essence, Moses literally broke the law. So when we go against the law or damage the law or injure the law, which really doesn't make sense, it is said that we too, like Moses, broke the law. These people are a joke. They are a joke. But let me say, they know what they're doing. Oh, yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. These people are so good, and I'm talking about the wicked, diabolical, draconian politicians. They are so good. They actually have people running around here believing in various systems that they created, talking about the system is broke. Imagine that. The system is broke. Now you got the little man and the little woman knowing that, quote unquote, the system is broke. That's what the little man and the little woman believe, that the system is broke. Well, if the little man and the little woman knows that, don't you think the politicians know it or would know it or should know it? But here's the thing. The little man and the little woman, the little people, the slaves, the serfs, those who believe in politicians and who believe in their quote unquote laws, the little people really believe in a system. They believe in a system. And they believe that this system serves them. Now, don't get me wrong. It can serve them. This system that is defective or that doesn't work, it can work. But what you have to understand about the politicians is, to them, the system is not broke. This is their secret. The system is really not broke, people. The system is operating according to plan. Do you mean that according to plan means a defective system? Yes. Because politicians have to keep the masses of the people, the little man, the little woman, the masses. And you know, in the word masses is the word asses. And an ass is a donkey, a fool. So the politicians, they have to keep the little man and the little woman believing in a flawed, defective system in hope that that system can be changed. And when you believe that a broken system can be changed, then you believe in politics. You believe in voting. You believe that you can fix the defective system by voting. But the system is not broke. But the politicians need and want you to vote, to keep you deluded, to make you feel or think that you have some power, which you do not. Politicians will never convey the power to the people. No. The people are too stupid to run this corporation that we think is a nation. They would never let that happen. Never. Never. They need the people to stay on the merry-go-round. Like in that movie, Our Brand is Crisis. At the tail end of the movie, Sandra Bullock's character breaks down the merry-go-round and reaching for the brass ring. And that's what these politicians want. They want the little man and the little woman, the people, the masses, the asses, the donkeys, the fools, to stay on the merry-go-round and reach for the brass ring. The system is not broken. Hey man, the family law system, it don't work. The family court, it don't work. Man, the court system, it don't work. The legal system, it don't work. The criminal justice system, it don't work. That's what they want you to believe. These systems are working according to plan to keep the little man, the little woman frustrated, angry, apathetic, hopeless. See, the truth of the matter is, These people at the top, they really don't want the people utilizing any of these systems. These systems are really for corporations. You don't hear corporations complaining about the system. You only hear about man and woman, human beings complaining about the system. The system don't work. You never hear corporations talking about that. Because the corporations stand a better chance in the system than the little man and the little woman, because the corporations have money, so they get to influence. But the little man, the little woman, the system takes their money. Why do you think when you go into court, you have to pay a filing fee? Now, you already pay taxes. I mean, you pay so many taxes at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level. You already pay taxes galore. Everything should be paid for, especially for Americans. But you go to court and you have to pay a filing fee for each filing in most cases. And especially in family court, civil court, they make a fortune. It was just revealed that Americans spend $430 billion annually on litigation. $430 billion. Child support and divorce, which are a part of family law, the family law system, generates $60 billion per year. That's a lot of money. So the corporations generate money from the system, and the people lose money from the system. Filing fees, parking tickets, traffic tickets, civil fines in the form of sanctions, monetary sanctions, parking fees, civic center parking fees, which are crazy in large cities or big cities. $20, $25, $30 just to park one's car, or keeping it legal. Vehicle. Vehicle is the legal term for a car, for an automobile. That's crazy. So with all of that said, no, I don't vote. I don't believe in politics. I don't believe in the political system. Republicans, Democrats. And these people have the nerve to call themselves Christians. And in their Christian Bible, the fictitious character Jesus states that a house divided against itself cannot stand. And you look at America, Democrats, Republicans, the left, the right, divided against itself. Of course, America cannot stand. And that's no good for the people. But I'll tell you, strangely, it's good for the politicians. It's good for them. This chaos will always ensure that they have a job. The politicians will always have a job. That's why they keep the mess going. The system cannot work. It cannot work. It will be no good for the politicians. Just like in that little booklet that was based upon a report that was started by John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Report from Iron Mountain. And just like was said in the report from Iron Mountain, they discovered in their research that peace is not in the best interest of a stable society. Peace is not in the best interest of a stable society. So systems that work are not in the best interest of society. No crime is not in the best interest of a stable society. We need these things, people. We need these things. Defective systems, defective agencies, defective rogue agents. They're needed to maintain society that the masses believe they can impact by voting. Poor little simpletons, poor little fools. That's going to do it. I don't believe in voting. Enjoy your day. Peace and love.